Hey guys, Jones here, Custom Kids Cars Garage, and we are just about done with our Forza 7 Porsche racing simulator. Basically, if you guys haven't been following the build, we took a stock Power Wheels, you know, one of those little 12-volt battery-powered things, and we turned it into the car that's on the cover. We went all out trying to get as scale realistic as possible. We did add a few things that weren't on that car, like the front splitter, and we like these gold wheels. So those are a couple things that aren't on it. So I'm going to go over the body and what we've done, and then go over the cool lighting kit. So obviously you can see it used to be red, so we painted it silver, and we used this Rust-Oleum 2X. Great stuff. And we got rid of all this front plastic stuff that was, you know, solid. And we cut it out with a Dremel. And we used some of this stuff right here, gutter guard mesh, and we put that in the front. Another thing we did is you can see that it was solid plastic there, and what we did is we drilled a whole bunch of holes, and Osmium has these cool little LEDs that they're flexible, and they've got these kind of little like nipples on them. So we spaced it out, made a template, and cut it out of some Lexan. Lexan is just a it's kind of the bulletproof plastic stuff. It's what they use in NASCAR and things. So we made a template here. We cut it out, and we left the front clear, but we used orange LEDs because that's kind of what it is right here. You can't see anything in the front. Now for the back, I left one of them off, but what we did is we did the same thing. We used Lexan, heated it up with a heat gun. And before we installed them, we actually painted it with that nightshades. Who makes that? It's a VHT nightshades. So on the back side of it, where it actually touches the LED, that's where we painted it so that it leaves it nice and shiny. And it gives it a nice stealthy look. So I left one off so you guys could see what it looks like. Again, we just drilled out all the holes, and then we simply took a hot glue gun and glued it into place, and that's definitely going to keep those guys in place. So we didn't put that on so I could show you guys that stuff. And if you see anything else, let me show you on the stock one here. Yeah, so this is what a stock Power Wheels looks like in the back. So you can tell, solid. These are cut out though, stock, and there's where the stickers would go. We don't like stickers, we like real lights. And then you can see we made a custom wing supports. We just used some splitter struts and raised it up so that it looks like the one on the cover. So what we did is we cut that out and we put these twin turbos. We found these guys on Amazon. They're these fake little miniature turbos. They're the perfect scale size. So we sandblasted it and painted them metallic silver. And believe it or not, they're actually electric. And it's got these little micro switches, which it has a normally open and a normally closed. So what that allowed us to do, and I'll put all this stuff in the description, guys, so make sure you read that. So, we've got 3 different switches here. One is for headlights, and one is for all of the like amber lights. So we'll turn the ambers off and turn the headlights on. So that's just white. Because we have this 100-inch projector screen out here, and sometimes we don't want the headlights on. So we'll turn the ambers on, and that turns on the tail lights. And also we used some of these really cool underglows. There's 4 strips, so we're gonna have 2 on the inside, 2 underneath, And it comes with this little remote, so you can change the color. Oh, we'll do some red. Got to point it at this little remote here. Of course, it's not activating to it. There it is. That was weird. Yeah, you got all these different colors. It'll do sound activation. So as he's racing, it can change the color of the light. And it's really cool that we took these speakers. This is a motorcycle speaker, and we mounted it on the sides, and we're going to wire that into our receiver so that the sound of the race car comes into those speakers. Okay, I was talking about the turbos. So I put the turbos actually on a switch because it gets annoying, and what it is it's going to be loud here. So once it's turned on, those are basically speakers. So on this Logitech simulator wheel, this is it right here. So we've got an Xbox One X, and we've got this G920 driving force. This thing is awesome. It actually has steering feedback, so if he goes off the track, it gets all bumpy and stuff. But as far as the foot pedal, obviously we know it's got gas, brake, clutch. So when you press the brake pedal, here's the... See if I can get them both in there. So it shows the brake when he's braking. As far as the gas, you know how turbos work. When you give it full gas and you let off the boost, it has some dump valve. So it activates it, and then it triggers it when you let it. So you can see that'd be annoying every time you let off. So I actually have that on a switch. So we can mainly just do that. But here in my shop, I'm just crazy about scale realism and making things, you know, like accurate. I love little models and things that are really accurate. So the next thing on the body, as you can see, the hood is a solid hood. Well, we have a guy that actually made, I sent him pictures of this dimension. This was my idea because on the hood you can see it's got those scoops. I know that there's a technical name for those kind of scoops, but I made this kind of little template, put it up there. Actually it goes like this. So I figured that was about the size that I wanted. So I took dimensions and sent them to him, and he actually printed up a 3D scoop for me, and I epoxied them to the bottom of the hood, and we painted it the same colors as the car. What else? Oh, here's that taillight lens. You can see it's painted on the inside. So we're really close to getting this going. I know that you guys probably want to see an actual running video of us using this. So I'm going to probably just finish this, but I was super excited to show you guys the wiring and how we did this is we just hot glued them, excuse me, to the switch there. So as it comes down, it makes contact. Same thing for the brake, but we just did that in a little different spot. And that's basically it, guys. So I think this is turning out really cool. I can't wait to get it all put together. Let me show you that actually. So what we did is we took the steering wheel, and normally it bolts to like a coffee table. Well, and it's got these little clamps here. We just took a flat piece of, I don't know what that is, 3/16 inch steel, and we welded it to some 1¼ inch round tube. And inside the car, we basically gutted it. Okay, there's a normal one. So it's a 2-passenger, so it's a left-hand drive. Well, I wanted to drive this thing too. So what we did is we did a center drive, and we cut out the floor so that the pedals can sit on carpet. And then this wheel, you can see that we did a really heavy duty bracket in here. So all you do is slide it on, and I made it kind of a long tube there so that you can slide it forward for adults, or you can slide it back for the little guys. And this seat has 3 different adjustments too. But we made a DIY racing simulator. Basically the story of this is we got this really cheap because it was damaged. This side of the front was broken, so we put a piece of aluminum sheet under there, and we just riveted the two together. As you can see, this side's kind of got a gap too. It's, to be honest, I think it's a bad design, but we got it on the cheap. We figured, hey, let's make this into a racing simulator. So stay tuned for the next video, guys, because it's gonna be an official driving video. We're gonna drop down the 100-inch screen. Out in our garage here, we've got this 3D projector. It's an Optima, and we are going to do some racing. It's January here in Michigan, and it is literally 2 degrees right now. The kids have had 3 snow days in a row. So I've got some time. I'm at home with the kids, and we are going to get some sim racing done. So guys, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Stay tuned for the next video, and thanks for watching.